Thank you, Steve. Hello, everybody. Wow, we have, our good friends from Brooklyn are in the house too. That's great. So welcome, everybody, and my name is Sil Di Diego. It's my pleasure to speak about our marketing and our compensation plan. I know there's a lot of new people tonight, so I'm sure you're very interested in this. Are you interested in making money?
Yes.
A lot of money?
Yes.
$50,000 a month money?
Yes.
You don't sound that excited. Are you interested in making 50,000 US dollars cash a month?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Well, let's find out how to do it then. All right, so our income model at Atomi is very simple. It starts and it ends with our products, which you heard are so wonderful. We offer the absolute high quality products at the absolute low price. The only place you have that choice is on the Atomi shopping malls. No one else offers that. You can pay a lot of money for some great products, or you can pay very little money for very poor products. But Atomi offers this, and because of that, it's all designed for our customer success. When you love the product, you do what? You reorder. And our income driver is just that. We have voluntary consumer reordering. We have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't like it, you send the product back. But guess what? It's like 0.002 or something. Nobody sends the products back because they love them. So this consumer reordering gives us residual income. And residual income is really good, right? It's like money you receive over and over again. And that's what the Atomi income is all about. Now, we're not business driven. If you've ever heard of these other companies, they're called the MLM companies. They make all their monies on fees, but not just the MLMs. How about the Costco's? I pay $50 a year. They've got millions and millions of people. They make a big chunk of their money from that. But you pay $50, you get what? A plastic card. You don't have anything to eat or to clean with. You just have a little plastic card in your wallet. So we're not that way. We don't even have cards, right? We don't have membership cards. Why waste money on that? Just shop and save and enjoy the products. So we are a consumer-driven company. That's what Atomi is. Again, starting and ending with the products. If you love the products, you'll love Atomi. So when you join the company, you have your own private shopping mall, right? And the beauty of it is, I think it's the beauty of it, something works. Am I stuck? Oh, your PowerPoint crashed? Okay. Well, the beauty of it is that there are no fees. There are absolutely no fees when you join Atomi. There's not a sign-up fee. There's not a website fee. There's not an annual fee. There's just no fees. Can you remember there's no fees? Can you turn to your neighbor and say there's no fees? No fees. Turn to your other neighbor and say there's no fees. There's no fee. So if anybody charged you a fee, let me know. We'll take care of them because there's no fees in Atomi. And guess what? There are no requirements. When you sign up, you're not required to buy anything. There's no package. People can't figure that out when if they've been in any other company, they think they have to buy a package, you know. No, you buy what you want. There's no monthly purchase requirement. There's no requirement at all. The only requirement is if you join today, within 12 months, you have to buy at least one product because then you're interested. And our cheapest product is our hand soap. It's $3.50. So if you don't like the product enough to order it, it's not a problem. But it's easy, right? $3.50 or $6 for the seaweed, that's what it is. And there's no auto ship. We don't even take your credit card when you sign up. You do that yourself because it's all under your control. So it's very easy to get into Atomi, and people are joining all over the world. We have 7 countries, and the 8th is opening up soon in Malaysia, and we're going to open up all these other countries soon. So everybody has their own little shopping mall, okay? And you order what you want when you want, but the beauty of Atomi is that we are connected. We are a consumer network, okay? We're all connected, and those connections actually help each other make money. Okay, you ready to find out a little bit more about that? Let's go on to the next slide. So you heard about all of our great products. They're daily necessities. You know, they're food, they're skincare, you clean your house. The vision of the company is to have 100,000 different products, including your telephone bill. In Korea, they get points for your telephone bill already, and that's going to come here. If you buy a car in the future, that's going to be there. The vision is that we're going to shop for almost everything. Even if you bought a house, we're going to have that kind of relationship. So everything you buy, you're going to get points and credits for, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So all you're doing with Atomy is joining the club for what? How much did you pay? It's what? Free, no fee. And you're shopping for things what? That you use anyway. You're switching and you're saving money actually because the prices are low, and that's how you get on board. But all the products, you've heard this thing, point value. It's called a PV. It's just a loyalty reward system, right? Everybody has that. Even your grocer has it. You know, but my grocery store, we shopped for 2 years. You know what our return was? I think we got like a $20 certificate. In 2 years of shopping, are you kidding me? You can't retire on $20 every 2 years. That's $10 a year. No one can retire on that, right? But our products all have a point value. So for example, now you can buy 5 tubes. These are the big tubes, 200 grams, $17 for that set, okay? It's like $3.40 each tube that lasts like 3 or 4 months. But you get your 2,500 PV right there. That's the point value. It goes into your account. If you order it under your number, it goes into your number, okay? If you buy the individual pieces of the Skincare 6 system set, they have a price, $17 each, and you get 5,000 PV for each item, okay? But if you buy the whole set, because, hey, you want to look good as all of us here, right? You're going to have that whole skincare set. Well, you have 2 options to buy it. You can buy it at the $159 price, which is the highest price, but you get the 100,000 PV. That's left there because sometimes you need a lot of PV, a little extra PV to get your check. But if you want to get the cheapest price, you have the option of paying $88 for the whole set, and you receive 25,000 PV. Hey, my wife's eye cream used to cost $100. Most women pay about $50, $30 to $50 for their eye cream. $88 for this whole set? It's a bargain. And the quality, as you heard from the lovely Emily Lim, it's high technology stuff, natural, fermented. Those things cost hundreds of dollars out in the marketplace. So you're saving money and you're getting these PV. How about your Hemoheme? Now, Hemoheme, we still have 4 price points, okay? If you buy one, it's $159 and a unit price of $159, and you get 100,000 PV. If you go and buy more, up to 4, the total order is $352, but the unit price is $88, and that's about a month's supply for a healthy person, and you also receive 100,000 PV. But most of us, why would we pay a higher price? Most of us want the low price, and we're going to get the PV anyway, so we buy it together, and we always get the $88, okay? But that's what it is. So Atomy has these different price PV, and right there listed with your prices online or in a handout. And what does this PV do for you? It turns into money. I bet you want to know how to do that. Anybody want to know how it turns into money? Yes. Okay, let's find that out. Well, there's 2 basic ways to make money in Atomy. These are the big buckets. You make it from a general commission, and you also make it from a bonus, okay? And we're going to talk about each of these in turn, but you don't have to do anything different. You keep your same member number, right? There's still no fees. There's no obligations, and guess what? There's no investment. Can you tell yourself there's no investment? There's no investment. It's seamless. So how do you make the general commission? Well, first of all, when you have your own number and you're buying on your own number, you have your own account, and when you buy that, it goes into your personal PV account. And that's important because this gives you qualification, okay? Qualification to make income. So what happens is that we used to have these 4 levels, that each of these levels of qualification, so for example, 300, 700, 1.5, and 2.4 million PV, you were qualified to reach a certain size check. But actually, the company made it simpler in about 3 or 4 months ago. So you really only need 300,000 to get your first check. And there's a second way that you can make money, and that turns on after this. And so you just need really 300,000 to make your checks, okay? And it doesn't go away. So this qualifies you. It doesn't go away. It never resets. And it's just from your normal shopping. So once you have that qualification, this is what starts to happen. Now, first of all, you come in on one leg. And there's two groups actually in Atomy. So we're a binary system. 2 legs are 2 groups, okay? And all these people are coming in and they're also doing the same thing. They have their own personal shopping mall and they're buying things for their daily use. And guess what? When my friend Clyde buys his 4 Hemoheme, okay, he gets that 100,000 points for his personal account. But that also counts as my left group PV. That's the thing where we're going to start to make money, your group PV. Okay? So whoever is under my left group, their points, whatever they buy for themselves, also goes into my group PV. And the same thing happens on the right. When Mrs. Lee buys her 4 boxes of skincare or anything she buys, it goes into her account, but it also goes into my right group PV. Okay? So these group PVs are how we're going to calculate the money. And as people keep shopping, when the left and the right are equal to 300,000 PV, we're going to get a check for $70. It's calculated daily and it's paid weekly, okay? And as people shop and shop and shop, what's going to happen? That amount is going to go up. And the amount is going to be 700,000 on each side. We'll give you a $140 check. When it goes up to 1.5 million, you see a $280 check. 2.4 million will be $420 check, daily check. 6 million is $700, 20 million is $1,180, and finally 50 million points on each side is $1,400 a day. How does that sound? Is that good? Yes. Very good. $1,400 a day is actually $36,000 a month. $36,000 a month? Are you kidding me? That's like over $400,000 a year. Is that a lot of money? It's a lot of money. You know, that puts you in New Jersey, just with the commission, in the 1%. I saw some of these numbers for each state. Atlanta, Georgia, it's just over 200,000. You know, so it depends on state, but we're very expensive here. So 400,000, you're in the 1%. That's an amazing opportunity. And how much did you invest? 0. Nothing, except your passion, right? And your love, really. So that's how much you can make. And what's interesting about Atomy is that it's very generous for beginners. This is the payout rate. So at the beginners, you get paid 100% of all the points that you make, okay? But then the payout rate goes down. The top, when you're making this much, $1,400 a month, you're only getting paid out 10%. And how about this 700 rate? You're only paid out 50%. So you can see that that's 10 times the amount of payout, right? But the points you need, I did the math before I came. 300 times 20 gives you 6 million. So you're working harder to make more money. Where in the world do you have to work more hard to make money? You know, it's easier for beginners. We make it easier for beginners. Usually the other companies like an MLM, the people at the top make all the money. And the little people don't, or the beginning people, I should say, don't make much money. So remember, the group points, it's the total sum. Now, this is crazy for Atomy, because the reason why these other companies are called multi-level marketing is that they only pay you for a certain layer of levels, like 7 levels or 5 levels. It depends on the company. But we have unlimited levels. We are a ULM. Can you say ULM? Unlimited levels. We get paid 1,000 people down, 100,000 people down. So if someone's just buying a hand soap, it counts for everybody up the line. Toothpaste. So, you know, it's very simple. Just get a lot of people to shop. And the group points stay until you're paid. That's another generous point about Atomy. The points stay until you're paid. These other companies, your group points, they reset every month. And don't forget, the personal qualification points, they also reset every month. That makes it very difficult. You're like a hamster, right? You have to work every month and you don't get anything paid and you lose all your points. That's why people leave those systems and no one makes money and they have things in their garage, right? But Atomy, you're using products, you're saving money, they're quality, you're looking good, you're feeling good, right, with the Hemoheme? Everybody's feeling good? All right, with the Hemoheme, and the points are staying until we get our check. What else? The payment is made on the lower leg points, okay? So for example, if I do have my 6 million points on one leg, and I hit my 300,000, do I get a $700 check or a $70 check? A $70 check, because we're paid on our lowest level. You know why? Because we're not socialists. That's why. I'll tell you what that means. See, our first leg we come in on, we don't even know that you can make. I didn't know for a year or so that we could make money. We were just enjoying the products and saving money on the eye cream, right? So you come in on a leg and people are doing all this crazy stuff. They're coming to meetings like this. You don't even know sometimes there's a meeting like this. So all those people are working hard, introducing, sharing love, and letting people use the products. So you're just freeloading on that one leg, right? You're basically like a socialist. You're getting something for nothing. You're getting all those points on your left leg. Well, the second leg, that's the shorter leg, we call our money leg. I call it our capitalist leg, because you have to do something to get paid. It's the good and the bad, you know. It's a good of both the socialist system. You get a bunch of group effort, but you also have to get up and off your butt and at least come and put your butt down here, you know, and share it with people. So that's why the money leg is important. We get paid on the shorter leg, and over time it can switch back and forth, because if you're really successful in Atomy, you cannot control your legs, because the voluntary reordering takes over, creates the residual income. You can't really, you know, decide where to put. You can decide a little bit, but it takes over. That's when you know you're successful, right? I see the members, the Diamond Masters in the back shaking their head for all the checks they're getting for that. So that's what it is. This is the calculation, okay? And it's really good money. But what else can we say? It's a global business. So as more countries open up, you may not even know anybody in some of these countries. But guess what? Your people that you've introduced or someone they've introduced, they may know somebody in Mexico or Malaysia or something. So suddenly you're going to have points from all these different places. When we wake up, we see people, partners, right? They're shopping in Korea, they're shopping in California, they're shopping in Taiwan. And guess what? Those points are accumulating while you sleep. That's what we call residual income. Now, let's talk about the bonus, right? You want more money? Right, because we need to give some money away, right? 400,000 is enough for us, at least, more than enough, right? How can we help our family and our community? Well, we have 7 levels of success in Atomy: Sales Master, Diamond Master, Sharon Rose Master, Star Master. We have our Royal Master, our Crown Master, our Imperial Master. What this means is that at each of these levels, another income stream from a bonus kicks in. Okay, so we have a bonus pool. But guess what? The beginners are also the big winners here, because 50% of our bonus pool goes to our sales master, the first level. Have you ever heard of a bonus pool going to the beginners? 50%? Most of my bosses would barely give me like a $20 raise, a bonus at Christmas. And I have to wait till the end of the party till they, pulled it out of their pocket. $20, $100. You kidding me? 50% goes to the beginners, and the other 50% go to the other 6 levels. That's generous. And guess what? In our system, Sales Master takes a little time, because we're not making fees. We're not making money from fees. These other companies, they sign you up, they get their money, they get their bonuses, whatever it is, then they don't even care about you. But we have to nurture our partners, right? Because we all are successful together. So how do we make Sales Master? Because this takes time. It's the hardest one. But once you have that, you've achieved more than half of your success, because we'll tell you why. So how do we calculate our bonus system? Okay? Our bonus system is a little different. We calculate it on a half-month period. So the 1st to the 15th and the 16th to the end of the month. And what happens is this: if you get 8 checks of $70, you'll receive $560 in your general commission, okay? And you have to have a total of 2.5 million points to be called a sales master, okay? So you'll get 8 checks, you'll have 2.4 million PV, and you have to add 100,000. Or somebody else may be shopping, so they may help you out. But what happens at that point is there's a trigger of a bonus of about $450. That'll give you $1,000 for the half-month period. And what will happen at that point is that you will be given the title of Sales Master. And you'll be invited to come up to the stage, especially at the Success Academy, because you've started to hit a success level. Okay? Now that at the beginning will happen just occasionally. You'll get like $70 check. You know, first you'll get a $70 check, right? After a month, maybe. Then you'll start to get 70 a week. Then you'll get a couple a week, right? You get your 8 checks in that half time. Now you know you have the volume of voluntary reordering. And then when you can do that a second period of the month, you get your second $1,000. Now you've reached your minimum sales master level of income, which is $2,000 per month. How great is that? It's very great. And once you consistently reach this, it's called an auto sales master, because now you have so many people shopping and your numbers are so good that you're always getting the $2,000 a month. And guess what? That's residual income. And it's not just for you. It's for your child or your grandchild or those two different people that you designate. So you're making this money for the rest of your life. Now, you young people have an advantage. Young people here, I see. You know, the young people there. You guys will probably live longer than us, longer than me. I'm 56, okay? I may live, maybe, if I'm lucky, another 20 years. If I'm lucky, if God blesses me, another 40 years with the science that they say. But if you're 20 years old or 30 years old, you're going to live at least 70 years. $2,000 a month for the next 70 years. And that's just the beginning anatomy. There's nowhere else you can make this money. Even if you had $2 million in the bank, $2 million in the bank with the interest rate, you'd barely make $2,000. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve decided not to raise the interest rate. And I still don't have $2 million extra cash in the bank. So most people don't. But that's what this is. It's like interest from a bank account. Well, you're saying, that sounds interesting and good, but how do I practice? Wait, you're saying, how do I actually do it? I can see the look in your faces. Well, here's how we actually do it. We said we needed $2.5 million on each leg to get the $1,000. We've calculated, the average loyal consumer consumes enough to have 100,000 PV per month. Actually, a very small portion, and most products that Americans like the healthcare products and this and that, easily will come to 100,000. Now, how many people use at least 5 products of Atomy a week? Can you raise your hand? Raise it high. High and proud. How about if you keep it raised if you use 10 products a week? 10 products, at least 10 products a week. How about if you use 20 products a week? Okay, I see hands still raised. How about 30 products a week? Keep it raised. How about 40 products a week? How about 50 products a week? My wife just recounted. We're over 60 products a week. I don't even know how many points that is. It's probably like 250 at least, right? So I'm at least double that. But if you have 100,000 as a loyal consumer, how many people do you need? You need 25 on your left and 25 on your right to generate that $1,000 in a half of the month. Same for the second half of the month. So for the whole month, you need 50 households on your left side and 50 on your right side to give you that $2,000 a month. 100 people to be loyal consumers. How many people think that's easy? How many people think that's hard? Okay, how many people in the middle? All right, well, different ideas here. But guess what? You don't need 100 people, actually, because if you have 25, the first 20 people even, some of them may know some other people that need to do what? Brush their teeth, wash their hair. You think they're going to share with other people? So you're not going to do it alone, because your downline is also going to need their own 100, and some of theirs count for you. So just worry about your first 10 people that are loyal consumers, and then your next 10 people. And before you know it, you're going to be working with another 2 people and another 4 people, and it gets easier and easier. But that's just the calculation. So basically all you have to do is this. You've heard it. Use the product, right? Is there any reason not to use the product? It's cheaper and it's better. Why do you want to keep shopping at Walmart and give them your money? I saw the article. There are 3 family members in Walmart, and they're worth $100 billion. That's with a B. And that money came from me when I shop and get my razor blades. Has anybody ever shopped at Walmart? Raise your hand if you shopped at Walmart. All right, stop giving them your money. Shop with Atomy and make each other rich, right? That's what it is. So be a loyal consumer. Share your testimonials. You've heard different testimonials tonight. If something works for you to solve your allergy, are you going to be a bad person and keep it to yourself as a secret? No. You're going to be a good person and share it. If I found that I could say that the eye cream used to be $100 from Shiseido. When we started Atomy, it was $17, right? And it's better quality. It was a bigger jar. I was saving $83. Was I going to keep that to myself? I told all my buddies, hey, you want to save money? We can go out and have dinner with the guys. I saved $83 just on the product. That didn't count the gas that we used to drive 45 minutes to the Shiseido store that gave us the best deal. It didn't include the lunch I had to buy my wife when we got there. So I actually saved $130, $150. Share your testimonials. That was my testimonials. I'm saving a lot of money, and the products. And I have my own testimonials about Hemoheme and so many different things. And I just share it. That's all we do, right? And we hear those testimonials where? From each other at the meetings, right? So that's a reason to come to the meetings. Is one, you're going to hear about all the, good things that happen when people use the products. So if you have a friend who has arthritis in his knee, you can tell him, if you hear the testimonial about my partner who had arthritis, he couldn't even walk up the stairs of the subway. He had to grab the rail. He would bend down. 3 weeks with Hemoheme, he could walk upright. And he was telling everybody. He was sharing it with everybody. And if you didn't hear that testimonial, now you know that. So if you know anybody with arthritis, they're going to complain about their pain, right? Then just share it. So attend the meetings and share and use the products. That's what it is. So how much can we really make in Atomy? Here's how much we can make. Sales masters make $2,000 to $4,000 a month. Diamond masters $4,000 to $10,000 a month. Sharon Rose masters $10,000 to $20,000. Star masters $20,000 to $40,000 a month. Our royal masters are making $40,000 to $40,000 a month, $45,000 a month. Crown masters $45,000 to $50,000, and imperial masters $50,000. Okay? Now this is the calculation based on the formulas that I just explained how it's calculated. But guess what? There are actually people making this much money. In the United States, in this room, we have sales masters, diamond masters. We have Sharon Rose masters. We have a Sharon Rose masters, several Sharon Rose masters, and we have a star master, Jason and Judy Shim, who this center is. Jason's down somewhere in the south, and Judy's going to be here later maybe. But they're in this center, they're making $20,000 a month. These are real people making money. And in Korea, because they started about 5 years earlier than us, right? There are people in the Royal Master and the Crown Master level. So people are really making this money. But one thing you have to remember is that Sales Master is all about getting that 100 households, right? But guess what? From there on in, it's about leadership and teamwork. Because to move from a Sales Master to a Diamond Master, you need 2 Sales Masters on each leg to become a Diamond Master. And as you move up, you need 2 on each leg of your previous level. So it all becomes teamwork, and you work together to make this money. And Atomy is so different. I hope you're starting to see that from what we've talked about tonight. This is the typical company. There's a few people at the top, the 1%, and they make 90% of the money. Look at TED Talks. There's all kind of charts out there, and people have been talking about it. It's a real thing, okay? And most of the people make very little. They share the little bit of the money. And anybody know the game Monopoly? Monopoly reflects the reality here. You ever play Monopoly and after a couple hours, what happens? One person has all the hotels, all the deeds, all the get out of jail cards. They have everything, right? And everybody else is what? Broke, right? That's the capitalist system. Now, we're not going to be political, but that's what it's been until Atomy. Because in the old system, The rich get richer, and they keep going up. No matter how much money the company makes, whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, whether it's General Motors, Samsung, Hyundai, all the companies that are under this old system, as they go up, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and every 30 or 50 years something happens. Unfortunately, it tends to be a war, and then something starts again. We don't need that anymore with Atomy. Here's why. Because Atomy is a binary system, it's generous for beginners, and you do not have to be a star. You don't have to be a great salesperson. You don't have to have a great education, okay? You don't need any of that because it's made for success for all. And here's why. Because of the generosity of Mr. Park, the CEO who designed the system, he cut the top off of that pyramid scheme. Those other companies are pyramid scheme. He said the limit is $50,000 a month. You saw that before, right? So the most you can make is $50,000 a month. And the extra points and the extra money that actually accumulate in the accounts, they don't get paid for that. It's still calculated, but they don't get paid. The money goes into the commission pool, so it's shared at the bottom and the bottom levels. And so our system keeps getting wider because you can only make that $50,000 a month. As you go up the ladder of success, you hit the top. And everybody has an equal opportunity to hit the top. You just have to keep at it. There's no time limit. Some people, it may take 5 years, 10 years, but you know what? You're going up, up, up. It doesn't go away. The points don't go away. And if people love the products, because the products really drive the company, right? Good and cheap. People are not going to leave the products. There's no returns. So anytime it takes is okay. And did we say no fees, no obligations, and no investment? Did we say that? Yeah. Well, let's say it again. No fees, no obligations, and no investments. No opportunity anywhere else in the world. I spent 30 years as a business consultant, investment consultant, raising millions of dollars for people to try to make a product that after 7 to 10 years, they still didn't have a product to sell. They spent all their time trying to raise money and to build a product. We have the product, we have the system, it's free, everything is available for us, and guess what? In addition, we receive promotional prizes. So the first 2 levels, we receive products. The next 2 levels, a one-time cash bonus kicks in of a $2,000 cash bonus at Sharon Rose Master, and then $10,000 cash bonus at Star Master. Plus, we get some travel tickets. 2 travel tickets as a Sharon Rose and 4 travel tickets as a Star Master. And guess what? It gets better. Now we get at Royal Master $50,000 one-time bonus. $1,000 lease payment for a car every month. 4 travel tickets to Europe of your choice. And you have an expense account every month. $2,000 a month. That's $24,000 a year. You can take your little partners out and spoil them with whatever lovely meal you like and encourage each other, right? Aja, aja, aja. Let's go have some food. Crown Master, $300,000 one-time bonus. Does that sound good? Yeah. Anybody want that suitcase? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another car. You're going to need a bigger house because you're going to have a second car by the company. 4 travel tickets. Now $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year expense account. And the grand level of them all, the Imperial Master, $1 million cash bonus money. You know that. We're old if we know that one. $1 million cash bonus money, one time. Who wants $1 million? That's all? I think I'm with the wrong group. How many people want $1 million cash bonus? All right, that's what I want to hear. Plus a chauffeur in a car, a $78,000 beautiful car, a secretary in an office, almost 2,000 square feet. That's just for your office. That's as big as some of the condos here in Fort Lee. 4 travel tickets to Europe. You are going to be so popular with your friends and family, they're going to want to travel with you. A $10,000 a month expense account. Can you say $10,000 a month expense account? $120,000 a month expense account. Most people don't even make that, even if they have, even the doctors aren't making that anymore. The lawyers aren't making it because you know why? There's robot lawyers now in New York called Ross that does the job of 4 lawyers. The lawyers are losing their income. The doctors, IBM has a Watson They're going to diagnose most of the diseases. The doctors are not going to have any income anymore. They're not going to make the money we're making here. This is a new world. This is unbelievable. But there are real people achieving this money. These are the stage presentations at our Success Academies. We have Jason and Judy Shim. This is last year, about 15 months ago. Last spring, they received their $10,000 cash bonus as a Star Master. We have 3 Royal Masters who received their $50,000. And these are our Crown Masters when they received their $300,000 in one-time cash bonus. And they're like steps away from becoming Imperial Master to get that $1 million. And when that happens, it's going to go viral. Everybody on Snapchat and Facebook and Twitter, they're going to hear about this $1 million cash bonus. They're going to say, how do I join Atomy? Where do I learn about Atomy? Who can help me learn about Atomy? And what are you going to say? Here I am. Who can say, here I am? They're going to be looking to join your team. And the people that come to the meetings are going to be able to help more and more. This is our growing group of Atomy Mini Rich. We have what's called a Leaders Club and a Royals Club. Royal Leaders Club, okay? Our Leaders Club is people who make over $100,000 a year. Susan Chang and her husband, they're in this room. They're in that club. Jason and Judy Shimmer in the $200,000 a year club, the Royal Leaders Club. And what I love about this chart is that it's old. This is as of December 2015. There are a total of 300 people making over $100,000. Guess what? As of June, 6 months after this, there's another 100 people that are in these clubs. So the total moved up from 300 to almost 400 people. This is really, really happening. This residual income is happening. So I just want to thank you and congratulate you, because just keep coming to the meetings, use the products, and share with your neighbors and your families and friends. And the best part about Atomy is it's not just about the money. We learn about our life scenario, how to manage this money. We have a booklet, and we try to do that very often. We're going to do it soon, actually. I think in the next week or two, we're going to do it here, where you look and you plan your life. Of course, you're going to talk about your dreams for your house and your car, but you're also going to put down what you're going to donate to your family members, to your church, or to charity, because that's a lot of money, actually. And it's residual, you know? So even if you just made $200,000 a year, every year, you can volunteer, you can work together and build hospitals, improve schools, sponsor kids' tuition for college. Do you realize the power in this room we have? You see the mess that's happening out in the streets? No one has an answer for that. They don't have the means, but they don't have the heart. Look at this room. We're every shade of skin. Every shade is here. And we're becoming what Mr. Park wants us to be, is gentlemen and gentlewomen who are going to, take care and steward our money well. Not like people who win the lottery suddenly, they don't have a clue how to manage it. But we're learning with our life scenario planning how to be really successful Atomy gentlemen and women. So congratulations, we're all on this road together, and let's all reach the top and meet at the top. 50,000, can we say 50,000? 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Can I hear an aja, aja, aja? One more time. Aja, aja, aja. Thank you all. Kamsahamnida. Muchas gracias.